Do you remember being told you were too little to play ball? Yuki Kawamura had heard that his whole life, but on November 8, 2024, he told them to shut up. This 5 guy just beat the NBA Giants on TV for everyone to see. This story is great for people who have ever been thought less of than they are. Yuki is not only playing in the NBA, he's also very good at it. You'll never doubt the little guy again after seeing what he did to the Wizards. His new goal is to play in the NBA, which is his dream. On either side of him are some of the best players in the world. To be exact, shoulder to chest. What do you know? He seems ready to face anyone, no matter how tall they are. Oh my God. Because of the look in his eyes. What went wrong was that no one was ready for what happened next, not even the Grizzlies. It was Yuki's plan to show everyone that the smallest box can sometimes have the biggest effect. I promise you'll want to see this. Remember when I said Yuki was ready to face anyone? He didn't just take them on, he left them in the dust. Let's say the Grizzlies are ahead by a large margin after 1 minute and 55 seconds, but the fans are yelling for more. At that point, Yuki decides it's time for the show. Tough cuts and stops behind the back. People in the crowd want more. But the Grizzlies are beating the Wizards. As they watch Yuki warm up on the sidelines, they will see magic. When Yuki steps onto the floor, you can feel the energy change. As I look around the arena, everyone is holding their breath, waiting to see what this 5 guy does. As soon as Yuki gets the ball, he starts to look at his opponent. This guy has at least 1 foot on Yuki, but he's not going to give up. But what are you looking at? Dog? How could you miss that pass, dog? That's it, James, you have a task. This one was crazy, right? I don't understand how he saw that. That's really crazy. To puff. I have no idea how he saw that one. I mean, that is the most church league ass backwards move Huff has ever made. Thank you, Jay. Bro. The look in his eye makes it look like he's about to do something crazy. Then it happens. Yuki makes just the right amount of room by hitting his defender hard with a crossover. When he steps back, time seems to slow down. After he lets go of the ball, it circles through the air. There is silence in the field. Then just net and spin. It explodes all the way through. This is when people scream at the top of their lungs, jump up and down and give strangers high fives. The total changes to 1-2-5-1-0, which makes it look like Yuki has put the Wizard out for good. What's wrong is that wasn't just another 3-pointer. Yuki was telling the NBA, "I belong here." Commentators are going crazy saying that this little guy is changing our ideas about how big NBA players are. Even stranger, this isn't just happening in the arena. There are 300,000 views of that movie of Yuki's step back 3 in just 1 hour. Fans are crazy about this 5 a man who trains NBA stars. Yuki, he's not happy, though. The look in his eye tells me he's just getting started. I promise you'll want to see what he does next. Do you think Yuki's 3-pointer is impressive? That was just the beginning. Would you believe me if I told you that he planned to dance on the NBA court with 7-foot giants who didn't want to be there? Fans were confused as to whether they were watching a live-action movie or basketball game after Yuki's next move. Now picture this. The huge Wizards players are up against Yuki, who now has the ball again. They are trying to crowd him in so that their size will make him quiet. But Yuki won't have it. He starts to move as if rocket boosters were pushing him forward. There is a lot of fear in the Wizards' defense. As they run like crazy to catch up to this little guy who seems to be using cheat codes to get around. He shows up 1 second and is gone the next. You should not try to catch smoke with your bare hands. Then it takes place. Yuki looks like he's stuck, and there are 2 people protecting him. But pay close attention to this. He does such a smooth behind the back, no-look pass that you start to wonder if he has eyes in the back of his head. After flying past the confused defender, the ball lands right in the hands of his partner for an easy basket. The Wizards' defense. It looks like they saw a ghost just now. These big men are going around and around, trying to figure out where Yuki went. There is total chaos outside, and Yuki is loving every second of it. They're going crazy with joy. You can hear them shouting, "We want Yuki," over and over. As everyone in the crowd stands up, they seem to be crazy about this man. Could you make them answer for it? They've never seen anything like the show he's putting on. What's crazy? Some people are starting to say that Yuki is like a cartoon character. His Japanese background isn't the only reason. It's the crazy things he does on the floor and the way he moves. It looks like he doesn't care about gravity or the rules of physics. Is this basketball, or the start of the new Haikyuu season? In a tweet, one fan even asked, "The problem is that if you only look at the numbers you might not understand how great Yuki's performance was. The numbers alone don't tell the whole story. He changed the flow of the game so much that they can't feel the energy in the arena. What Yuki does is much more than what is shown in the box score. Okay, here it is. Get 3 points, 2 boards and 1 assist. It doesn't sound important, does it? But this is where things go crazy." It took Yuki 5 minutes to be on the court. They made changes to everything. The whole stadium, the team, or even the game itself. What did he do? Let's break it down. Yuki has an effect that goes far beyond the box score. He looks like he's playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. He sees crazy things in court. He's always one step ahead of everyone else, predicting passes and seeing defense gaps that other people miss. It matters more how smart you are at playing than how tall you are. When Yuki steps on the court, it's like a switch has been flipped. In the field, there is a huge amount of energy. Fans are on the edge of their seats waiting for him to do something next. His friends start to move faster and cut harder because they know Yuki will find them if they become weak. He seems to have a magical pull that pulls everyone toward him. What's crazy? Yuki is doing more than just making people like her. His friends are also crazy about him. They can see for themselves how this 5-man is changing the game. It's not just the big shows that matter. Everything about him seems right, and the way he talks on defense is great. He makes the lives of those around him better. Now here's the thing. Yuki's story is getting the team really excited. This youngster who wasn't picked in the draft is busting his ass every day and proving everyone wrong. In what way could that not motivate you? His hard work and determination seem to rub off on others. The locker room has been a totally different place since Yuki got there. The worst thing is that Yuki is playing more because the Grizzlies have been hurt a lot. Moreover, he is making a big difference instead of just filling in. People are starting to talk about what he might be able to do for the team in the future. I can't believe how quickly things have changed for this man. When will Yuki's next adventure begin? You can do anything. He has already shocked the NBA once. The next time he plays in court, what will he do? There's no way you'll want to miss it. Is there another sport Yuki Kawamura plays besides basketball? He is making changes to the game. This 5A phenomenon shows that ability and hard work can go beyond expectations and stereotypes. It's like seeing David beat Goliath, but with crosses instead of look passes. But here's the thing, Yuki's story is just getting started. The fact that the Grizzlies are hurt gives him an even better chance to shine. People are excited to see what he does next. What will he do to become like Chris Paul or Allen Iverson? People ask those guys about their size, but they went on to become NBA stars. This is what's wrong. Yuki is showing that even in a league of giants, the smallest player can make a big difference. He doesn't just play, he inspires. Every time he steps on the floor, he shows that heart isn't measured in feet and inches. The NBA needs to pay attention, because Yuki Kawamura is not going anywhere.